USA Global TV and Radio proudly presents the Royally Rich Lifestyle Show, starring Ian Pelham Turner and Helena CHARD. Brought to you in part by the British School of Excellence, Investors in People. This program is brought to you in part by the British School of Excellence and founder, Mr. Philip Sykes, building confidence, changing lives. Do you share our view that etiquette is a set of modern life skills that are essential for personal and professional success? Join us as an etiquette coach and change people's lives through the power of etiquette and manners.
The last few days have been really amazing. I had the trainer course from the British School of Etiquette.
And I must say it's been one of the best decisions I've ever made and one of the best investments I've made in my own training and development.
Now, words alone will not describe the transformation and the positive path that I have traveled with the British School of Etiquette.
I find I learned a lot from the lessons this time I came.
The last few days with the British School of Etiquette have been fantastic.
And what I've learned now is really beyond my expectations.
This is the most rewarding experience and the best investment I have made this year.
It was just great. I learned so much, and when I go back to Belgium I will incorporate a lot of it into my day-to-day life and business.
It's been absolutely wonderful for the whole week that we were here.
I feel transformed, and I feel like blowing a trumpet and tell people, come and do this school. This class is the best. This is the best school ever.
You should take it. It will change your life immediately.
I am now able to teach other people how to bring the best of them.
Thank you.
Thank you, BSE.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you to our clients for their testimonials on the Train the Trainer program. Our exponential and global growth is so significant that we've evolved from the British School of Etiquette to the British School of Excellence, where we're investors in people. Let us invest in you and your career. Contact us to become an etiquette coach. Go to thebritishschoolofexcellence.com. Start your career and elevate your success today.
Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Hello and welcome to another Royally Rich Lifestyle Show with me, Ian Pelham Turner. My colleague Helena CHARD, she's on royal duties today, so I wish her all the best. It's great sunshine out there, so hopefully she's going to have a wonderful day as well. So let's roll the titles and let's get on with the show. Well, today I'm pleased to say we've got 3 really good news videos today about the royal family. So we will start off today with, where does the royal family like to take its vacations? It's holiday time, folks. So let's see where they like to go. And then secondly, we're going to look at, is King Charles a little bit angry at times on what is causing this? And he's known to have a bit of a temper like his father in actual fact. And then finally, the fashion coming out of the Olympics with Princess Anne, who is the president of the British Olympic Association, really showing some flair, but also some Olympic outfits as well. Let's have a look.
Diamond Jubilee.
Prince Charles, how are you feeling?
I'm very glad you've heard of it anyway. I
Well, welcome back again. I hope you enjoyed the 3 videos that we've shown you today. It gives you quite a lot of examples of what's actually going on in royally rich lifestyle world at the moment, and with the royal family as well. And now I'm very pleased to sort of say that we've got a great friend of mine, Martin Pelham from Kate's Chocolates, who's coming to us from Welsh Wales. How are you, Martin?
Fine, Ian, fine. Well, thank you for having me on your show today.
Oh, you know, as you know, we do a thing now, a part of the show is called Launch GB, which is really designed to sort of help people like yourself talk about the issues of business especially, but also how you've actually created a product and project in the first place. So I'll just briefly hold up the product today, and it's called Kate's Chocolate, which is delicious, I have to say. But tell me, how did all this start? What was the idea behind Kate's Chocolate in the first place?
Well, it started in 2017 when a gentleman called Len Evans handed me a script, and he asked me to read it and see what you think. So after reading it, I said to him, Len, it's not going to work, I'm afraid. You need a more beef in the script, and you need a name for a chocolate. So he went away, he came back, and he said, have you got any ideas? And I honestly said, not really. But then all of a sudden, an actress on TV came on, and her name was Katie. And I thought, oh, okay. So I played around with that name, and then I decided to call it Kate's Chocolate.
Okay.
Then I went back to Len and I said, rewrite the script and create a name in it called Kate, and then we will add Kate's Chocolate to it.
Okay.
And that's how it was born from there on.
Right. But there's been a medical reason as well. Talk to me about the reason why you've got chocolate without sugar, the diabetic chocolate.
The reason why the short film was made is for diabetics. And as myself is a diabetic, we decided to create this chocolate around for diabetics and make sure everybody is happy with the name and the ingredients of being a diabetic. So basically expanded from there. So I done my research on how many diabetics in the UK and what will be the criteria of getting it onto the market. So we just had a brainstorm after the film was done, and we just then started to move it forward.
It's been a very interesting way that you started to develop it anyway. So why did you do the film, this 12-minute film? What was the concept behind this?
Len Evans just wanted to do a film about chocolates, but it had no legs to the film until I came in and I thought, no, you've got to give some sort of interest to people, for the people to watch it. So after making the short 12-minute film, we had a lot of good feedback from a lot of people say, yeah, I could go with this, because the people we were talking to was diabetics, you know, and a lot of people related to the film, and we knew we had a project then to take it to the market. And that's how we started from.
Yeah. So what have been the practical problems that you've had to overcome?
Well, we had an investor who was willing to come in and put some money in, and we were going to launch in 2020, and we were going to have a massive launch. But unfortunately, a lot of people knew what happened in 2020, and we had to put it on the back burner then until the virus disappeared and we could get back onto getting the chocolate out there. Unfortunately, we approached the investor again, and he could not help us, but we are looking at other avenues at the present moment to move this forward. And then when I went to New Zealand to speak to people in New Zealand about investment and all that, I found a lovely independent chocolate factory that is willing to make our chocolates for us. So that's how it all started to unfold, you know.
You know, when you're going through all these processes, what drives you on? Because basically part of this program is really designed to sort of utilize the type of skills and backgrounds that you have, your experiences, to actually support other people. So what drives you on to actually win every single time with a product?
I think it's perseverance. I like a challenge. I like going out there and proving people wrong. You know, that's my goal in life. I mean, when you have a project on the table and somebody said to me, "Don't even touch it," that's when I have to say, "No, touch it. Let's see let's see what it feels like." You know, and that's the person I am. I have to take the challenge. You know.
And what's been your experiences in the past that have given you, you know, the knowledge that you've found now to actually create this Kate's chocolate?
I think but my knowledge is looking at other businesses, how it works. Can you create something like it? So for my knowledge of feedment inside me, I look at the bigger companies, how they manage to do the businesses, and see if I could probably keep up with them. I don't know. I mean, each business is totally different from the other business. Yeah. You know, no two businesses are the same. You know,
is there one sort of piece of advice you would give entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs, you know, who are coming up as well? What would it be?
I will advise them to keep the secrets to themselves until the right time is near. And if anyone says to you, you cannot do it, or they laugh at you, walk away from them. Don't have them in your group, because they're the ones who will put you down. They're the ones who will say you could be mad, right? Always wake up in the morning, think positive, and say, yeah, I'm going to do my dream today, and focus on it.
Excellent. And finally, how can people get in contact with you?
Well, they could get in contact with me by the email on the website of Kate's Chocolates. And anyone who wants to talk to me, I'm more than happy to advise and chat away.
Excellent. Martin, it's been such a pleasure to see you today. We met recently and we've moved on quite a bit since that period as well. So I look forward to seeing you back in London soon. So have a great day.
Thank you, Ian. Glad to see you.
Thank you for your time.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye now.
Bye.
So now we're just going to take another very short break, and then we're going to bring on Philip Sykes from the British School of Excellence. Stay tuned. Welcome back, and so it is now my great friend Philip Sykes from the British School of Excellence, and he's going to give us some great advice on how to build a brand. Philip, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Ian. Lovely to see you as always. Thank you for having me on the show. It's always a
well, thank you for coming on. It's always a pleasure. So, Philip, you've built a massive brand, really, with the British School of Excellence. What are the sort of the rules? What is the etiquette behind building a brand like the type of with great style that you've actually created?
Great question, Ian. For me, it's very much about consistency in your communication. In other words, you must have clear messaging right across the board. It must be consistent. So it must be your social media, your website, your emails, anything to do with digital format. There needs to be consistency across the board. And this really will give you a very comprehensive and cohesive identity. There also needs to be what we call a professional tone. And that tone needs to reflect your brand's values and audience. So whether it's formal or casual, you need to always maintain professionalism in all your communications. Then again, in building a professional and a dynamic brand, you've got to really understand and identify who your client base is, who are your customers. And this comes from obviously building avatars where you identify your specific customer, but you really need to listen very actively and pay attention to what customer feedback is saying to you, because we can then respond respectfully. So in other words, if you get feedback, never be afraid of it, always feed forward. And that's something we advocate here in our organization. You know, the criticism hurts you because you feel passionate about something, but if it's done in a nice way, then you can really adhere to it and learn so much from it. Always be transparent and be honest and upfront with every single person that you are engaging with, no matter what. One of the things that we've spoken about, Ian, and I'd love you to fire a couple of questions at me. I know I get carried away.
Okay, no, that's fine. So basically, have you been asked a lot, you know, with obviously all the types of people that you work with, do you help to develop people's brands as well? Is that part of the British School of Excellence?
Very much so, Ian. We are passionate about helping people build their brand and their sort of dynamic career paths. And this is what we do in our organization. We give people those incredible tools to feel more confident, to feel more accomplished, to feel branded, because if they're not branded, someone's going to brand them. So we give them and hold their hand in our branding workshops. We have branding e-learning courses on our website where people can actually download a journey and take them into how they can build their brand.
What do you think, again, I guess the context of actually making sure you're talking to the right customers, but it's a question I asked my other guest today is, what is the strengths that you have? How did you actually really start off the British School of Excellence? What gave you the drive, the ambition?
For me, the ambition was all about giving people quintessential tools that if they're prepared to learn them and take them on board, no one will ever take that away from them. We can go to the best universities in the world, we can go to the best schools, or we can go to school, it doesn't matter what's the university, and you can become, you know, very, very dynamic in academia. But if you don't have what, I hate the term soft skills, I like to call them hardcore life skills, you really will fundamentally, I wouldn't say fail, because that's very extreme, but along your career path, you will get tripped up on numerous occasions. Whereas if you had taken on those hardcore life skills and understand how important social skills are, how important empathy is, how important understanding how to, you know, situational awareness and environmental awareness and all of these aspects that make up your emotional intelligence and give you the platform for good etiquette and manners, it will open those doors for you. That is for absolute sure.
What's the biggest lesson you've ever had to learn?
Wow, that's a big question, Ian. The biggest lesson I've ever had to learn. I think learning to handle feedback in a more positive light, because most of us out there are, well, hopefully out there, are very passionate about what we do. And if you're running your own business and you're putting your life and soul into everything, and you get criticism or feedback, or someone tries to, you know, throw a curveball at you, that really initially can really hit you straight in the heart. And we're sensitive generally. A lot of people are sensitive. And so for me, it was really learning to understand that actually if feedback or someone shares something about you or your brand, listen, open your ears, take it on board, and then it's up to you how you take that feedback, that input, and how you digest it, and then how you can potentially implement it or not.
Just looking at the British brand for the minute as well, you know, and we've been obviously looking at what's been happening over the past week or so, you know, with riots and disturbances and this type of thing. Do you think that's actually hindered the British brand, that we are you are trying to sell, that I'm trying to sell to the world.
Oh, most definitely, Ian. It is devastating. It's devastating to see this sort of behavior. We're human beings. There's one race, and that's the human race. We need to actually start to wake up as human beings, because we're heading for a train smash if we don't. And this has definitely dented the England, Britain, the United Kingdom's brand and reputation. Many of my friends around the world, from America to Asia to the Middle East and to other places around the world, have absolutely phoned up and said, Philip, what is going on? What is going on?
It's terrible. So finally, Philip, today again, how can people get in contact with you?
You may reach out to us at hello@thebritishschoolofexcellence.com, or you may call us. We have a WhatsApp number on our website. We have our landline telephone numbers, and we love engaging in conversation. We have a calendar that you can book calls with us if you are interested in engaging with us. And we love supporting, serving, and helping people put their best foot forward. You're already a good version of yourself, but we can always be much better versions of ourselves.
Excellent. Philip, again, as always, thank you so much for your time today. We will see you again soon. Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Thank you. Well, that's another great show, I hope, for you all to watch today. Again, first of all, thank you so much to HELENA Castrati from ARB UK Television, and from Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck from USA Global TV and Radio. HELENA CHARD, my colleague, will be back soon. We're now going to take a short break for 2 weeks as everything goes on to summer holiday times. We will be back very, very soon with even more examples of the Royally Rich Lifestyle Show. So for me, Ian Pelham Turner, stay tuned, stay happy, enjoy your holidays as well, enjoy the sunshine, and we will be back soon. Take care. Bye for now.